Hey everybody, welcome to my first solo stream. Today I am playing Super Godzilla. It's a really good game. I used to play as a kid. I gotta unpause it. I used to play it as a kid. So let me go ahead and get this unpaused here because um in fact my uncle I couldn't beat this game as a kid, so my uncle used to get me to the last stage and find a monster. So that was always fun. So I'm gonna let this play for a little bit because it does explain the story. It does explain the story, so we're going to let this kind of play out a little bit for a couple minutes. I'm glad everyone is here. So if you want to talk about your favorite kaiju, favorite monsters, anime, movies, whatever, that's what we're about today. As far as the Godzilla goes, I haven't actually watched this. The year 1990 X mysterious message suddenly arrives, announcing a general attack on all of Japan. Then, just as in the message, first King Ghidorah appears in Osaka and starts to tear the city apart. I love the art in this game. Helpless before the monster, the self-defense agency turns its eyes to Godzilla, sleeping at the bottom of the sea of Japan, as its final weapon. What they thought of was to control Godzilla with human hands and make him fight the monster. We're going to find out. Everything depends on you, who have the controller in your hand. Let's get this started. There's one really goofy part in here that is just Godzilla, stand by. Okay, we are bringing him onto land at Osaka. The rest is all up to you. Use your best technique to control Godzilla. Various enemies are lurking in the city. Move carefully. If you move Godzilla crashing through buildings, it injures them. That's why we have prepared points for energy resupply and other points in the city. Collect these items and head for the monster. Good luck. This is the layout of the battle zone. Get on land, because I do remember that going through the water slows you down a lot. I do like this though, because especially for a game, because this came out in '93, I think it was. Really makes you feel like you're kind of controlling this big monster. It's really cool. King Ghidorah is near Sutenkaku. That's Area 1B. Let's take at our map here. Oh. I didn't know there's a teleport there. Wow, he warped. That must have been the warp item. That's where we are now, so we gotta get to 1B. Bum, bum. I do remember the tanks, of course, shoot you and hurt you. They don't hurt a whole lot. You have picked up the energy refill item. If you use it during a battle, Godzilla's energy. The biggest thing that hurts you outside of fighting, definitely the buildings. I know eventually you get some bigger tanks later on that kind of mess with you, and also mines are not fun. So. I do gotta say that my favorite kaiju, not Godzilla. I still have to watch the gravity light from his three heads. Watch out. It's not Godzilla. It's actually in no particular order, because they're all just kind of tied, is names I can't remember. Our Biolante, I really like Destroy as well, Anguirus, and there's one, oh, my buddy feels this was telling us about the other day, last week, like a turtle dude, and he's really cool. I am going to stop for a second here from my audio, just turn it up a little bit. Try that. Back this way. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it, but it's like a big turtle. It's really cool. Can't go that way. Let's go through the building. Because I love the animation of him tearing down the building. It's fucking great. You have picked up the Fighting Spirit Increase item. During a battle, it becomes easier to raise Godzilla's fighting spirit. Yeah, once we get to a fight, and I'll should be here soon. These stages aren't super big. Later on, they get like the full 6 like little rectangles. It takes a little longer to get to the monster. You got to go through like UFOs start attacking. But the fights are kind of simple, but some of them can get difficult. Like as a kid, I could not get past the second fight, which is Mechagodzilla. Could never get past it. And I was actually looking up some stuff about this game a couple days ago, and apparently that is actually now moving around the Tutsunkaku Tower. Is actually considered one of the harder fights in the game as the second level, which is hilarious. Picked up the super energy refill item. If you use it during a battle, Godzilla's energy completely refilled. Awesome. The enemy is around here. Be careful. But I feel like this game is actually kind of what probably started my love of kaiju. Really fun. That's strange. King Ghidorah should be at this point. Ah! Okay, listen, Godzilla and the enemy monsters both have ferocious fighting speed. The stronger it is, the more the enemy attacks, and the more destructive the techniques Godzilla can attack with. Each of the enemies has its own rhythm, and the distinctive bar rises and falls with a single pattern. Aim for the low point in the enemy's fighting spirit, then move Godzilla in. Flip in close while holding down the enemy's fighting spirit as much as possible, then punch. This opens up Godzilla's attack window, then pull it back quickly. The further back you go, the more Godzilla's energy builds up, and the more powerful technique he can run. So this is actually, I really enjoy this fighting mechanic. So you'll see here in a moment. Basically, what I got to do to do any attacks is you got to walk up to the enemy monster, and then you walk backwards, and then there's a little window that shifts through different icons, and depending on what icon you get is what big attack you get to actually deal damage. Because otherwise, you don't really deal any damage to the monsters. But I really enjoy it, and it's really fun, I think. So if anyone wants to check out a good kaiju game, especially from early on, definitely this would be probably my number one to go. Oh, yeah. See, there's a little. Should have done the first one. Yeah, because you get this energy beam, and then you get a stronger one. You can get a tail attack and like a headbutt / tackle. It's really cool. The animations are really nice in that. Let me see if I can get that one. This looks super fucking goofy, and I love it. I was actually thinking the other day, if you don't watch out, the enemy will shoot his light rays too. What can be kind of cool, because I enjoy Warhammer 40k. It's a bit expensive though, so I don't pay it. But I like the Tyranids, And I was thinking the other day, where Destroya, you see, is a composite made up of smaller cells and goes through different life cycles in the movie that it's in. I haven't seen, I need to, working on it. Warren and I are going to watch the older movies, stuff like that. But you can literally do the different Tyranid life forms as different points in like the evolution cycle of Destroya, and I think that'd be like you can make the Hive Tyrant be like Destroya, and then there's like flying version. You can make either a Flyrant or a Harpy, or I don't remember the other flying thing. You can make them look like the flying version of it, and you can just do a whole bunch of like reds and pools and shit, and do some custom. If you could do some like custom modeling, you can make them really. Because Destroya is a chunky boy and has a lot. It's like very crab-like. That is one bad thing about this game is if you are trying to get a stronger attack, sometimes you really kind of mess it up, and you gotta dig through his weaker ones hoping for a stronger one. But at least it's only one. My health isn't doing too bad. Also, the music in this game, fucking great. Good kill. Yeah. Oh, his little head pops off. Sweet. Got some achievement. Oh, we do have retro achievements on for this. I need to change how long they stay up on it. I destroyed a building. I need to change how long they stay up on my screen so I can actually. I forgot to. Oh shit. What's that? That UFO? They're bringing King Ghidorah along. Did that mean that? You controlled Godzilla to fight against King Ghidorah. You Earthlings are tougher than we thought. You're the ones who used King Ghidorah to destroy the city? Our battle to conquer Earth has just begun. Our first targets are Japan and Godzilla. Send one monster after another at him. Watch this. This has always confused me though, because are they aliens? How many monsters can we pull in? We can't let our guard down. We never know when or where the enemy. I'll study the remaining King Ghidorah ahead. Maybe I can find. One thing that's always confused me is I know in the earlier Godzilla, I don't remember if it's Issei or the Toho era, there is like an alien plot going on with them controlling different monsters. I'm not sure how that plays into Mechagodzilla because what I'm aware of, Mechagodzilla was handmade. So I've never quite understood how that worked. Anyway, message just came in from the self-defense force. The enemy has attacked the base at the mountain. If that base is wiped out, the damage to us will be immeasurable. Send Godzilla right over there. The attacking monster is Godzilla. Possible. Don't we have Godzilla here? In any case, the monster is in Area 1B. Rush over. Oh yeah, I forgot. This music is very Mario-ish. Nice. I know you can dig through the mountains as well. They act as buildings. But I don't think you can go straight across. I I think also now, yeah, you start encountering UFOs. Now I do know there is a mothership on each stage. It doesn't seem just the monsters. Attack with fire weapon. If you beat the mothership, they stop showing up. I know, but you gotta like hunt it down. I don't know if it's worth it all the time. Item. Enemy monsters in area. This. Yeah. Yeah, that little tree tank is the worst one. I think it shoots you from further away and also deals more damage. But the stop time item, starting now, the time counter. So also, yeah, I forgot two words. There is a time somewhere on the screen. I forget where. I think it's in the lower left-hand corner. That if it runs out, we do lose. So I am on a time limit for these stages. Let's see what item over here. The enemy monster warped. Now he's already in. Pretty sure there's an health point. I think the orange thing the mothership? Yes. I hate fighting these things because they tend to do this. Can't do anything about it. Stop. Thank you. Heat, fire, energy. I know in the newer ones it's radiation. I don't know if it's still radiation in the older games. They kind of look like if someone took a hot dog and painted it silver and put it on top of a bunch of marbles. Look down here. All right. Rude. I can't hit up there. Down here. Things are annoying. This is the one bad thing about some older games too. Like you'll get stuff like this happens. It's like, all right. Yeah, I forgot. Like if you hit the edge of the screen, you can't like walk forward and. All right, listen here. Get on my nerves. There we go. All right. Playing motherfucker. The mother UFO. The enemy shouldn't be able to warp now. Let's take it. Yes, let's. I am curious if anyone, if you have joined me, refill item. What Godzilla movies have you watched? Like I said, we're working on watching some of the older ones. Okay. That's gonna be working on watching the older ones. But I've watched the newer ones, giving energy to Godzilla. and we've really enjoyed them. The whole MonsterVerse movies have, I feel, have done Godzilla. Of course, the first Godzilla movie I ever saw was the 1999 Godzilla, which I enjoyed, but I was also, you know, 7 to 10 years of age, so like at the time, like it was pretty badass. Anymore, he's near. Yeah, I'd like to watch it again, just to if it's as cringe as people actually say, or is it just because it's made and people are pissy about it? Because again, I was of an age that was the shit at the time, that kind of stuff. There, we're going. No, he can't warp anymore. I was hoping you would be useful. I'm gonna try to get that energy refill station first, because I don't want to go into this. I remember this fight being yes. I'm moving around Mount Food. I should be good on items. I know you have a very limited one. I don't remember. Hey, Beelzus, what's up? Did you enjoy them? Because I know the newer ones I've really liked. Especially the Godzilla long one. Good, I think. But then I also watched the two that released in Japan, Shin Godzilla and Godzilla Minus One, both of which are really good. Nice. I wasn't sure if they were considered sci-fi. Oh, and Godzilla. Stop that. Stop that. That's... Oh yeah. Okay, so I actually saw this when I was looking up stuff about the game. So this is actually one big difference between the American release of this game and the Japanese release of this game. So the American release uses an older version of Mechagodzilla that originally did disguise itself as Godzilla in the movie, because the newer movie that had come out at the time had not been released yet in the US. So some of the attacks are different, and some of them deal different amounts of damage. And then also, I guess in Japan, that first part where it's dressed as Godzilla doesn't happen. I don't know. But I think that's kind of cool. Mechagodzilla. Weak fire breath attack will just bounce back at you because Mechagodzilla's a strong barrier. I hate this fight because of this shit right here. I use it. There we go. Ah, now you can't hurt me. Still can't really attack you though. Can. There you go. Okay. What? Oh, actually, Beelzus, I do have a question for you. What was that turtle kaiju you were talking about? Because I don't remember, and it was really cool. If you're able to, because I know you kind of listen to this in the background. Nope. There we go. Open that. Whoosh. There we go. So I know the big breath attack does a lot of damage, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, and it's hard to get that to come up in that little roulette wheel. Nope. Hit me with something. Missile fingers. Like, yeah, I think the Japanese one that comes out of his chest. I don't remember. I would have to look it up again. Have that one? Yeah. There we go. That should make it easier to get the stronger attacks. Although now he's just gonna hit me. Rid of my life. You can see while me as a little 10 and 11-year-old could not get past this fight. It was quite frustrating. I have to use my health item. Gamera, that's what it was. I am sure I am pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, it's this big turtle looking dude. It's great and I love it. Lost my power up now. Okay. I saw you streamed earlier today. I'm gonna have to watch it, by the way. Fortunately, I was at work at the time. Hmm? Yeah, I think you were playing some Pokemon Radical Red, right? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I saw a death counter on there, so. No. Gonna have to go random. Best. Better. I have to keep using these small attacks. If I use the breath attack, like I said, if I use the weak one, it like reflects back at me, and I think it hurts me worse than it would him. But if I get the big one, I think it breaks through the shield and deals it. Yeah. Go. That's right. Fuck you. I have to use my. Dead butt. I think later on, I think that's kind of the theme with this game too, is that each enemy requires a specific attack to be able to, or attacks. Like there's one or two attacks that just don't work. I think that's kind of the theme game. Don't quite remember. And I think the whole thing with this is that it is like the story of the first few Godzilla, like the old Japanese Godzilla. I mean, listen, Lieutenant Surge was always a tough one, even in the anime. So I believe it. Hey, some achievements. I completely believe. I need to go through. I've never actually beat a Pokemon game. I haven't beat a lot of games. I think I'd like to do Pokemon Stadium on here. Maybe as one of my solo streams. I think it'd be fun to try to go through the Elite Four on there. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2. Not as randomizers though. I know a lot of people do that, but I haven't done it normal yet. So you seem to have fixed it somehow. There's a signal from the professor. Actually, I have found a clear difference between Ghidorah's cells and those of the other monster. The difference is nothing. This is serious. The professor has been captured by the enemy. What did you say? We think the professor is being held at the alien's Earth base near Lake Ashita. The professor is at one of the bases, and the others are just decoys filled with explosives. Also, the whole area is wired with high voltage. Touching those wires would greatly injure even Godzilla. Move Godzilla carefully. Okay. So I know I did play this game. When I first got this stuff up and running, I did play this game a couple weeks ago. But since this is still only like the second time I played this is still kind of, so expect me to run into a lot of stuff. I gotta find, okay, so I have to find the base first, and find, I think I can just, and it gets rid of the wire. I don't know if it hurts me, like, yeah, it does. Yeah, see, that gets rid of the wires. Here, and get, refill it. Shit. Right into some wires. Oh no, into a bit. Nope, into wires. Damn. Fuck. Okay. Rude. Oh, it turns me back. Shit, I just fucking did it again. Okay. Told you. I don't know these ones as well as the first two stages. Nope, didn't go over far enough. Fuck. I killed Godzilla. Oh, okay. Oh. You don't get to shoot. You know what, actually, because I know people say in Warhammer, especially with the NIDs, like they call when they use like the big monster a like they call it kaiju. I wonder if anybody has ever made some models that are just different. Because that'd be great. Like get all the different like big name people, like have like Batra and Mothra as your flyers. Get like Godzilla and like do one of your guys up as like Space Godzilla. Like that'd be cool. No. I didn't get the achievement. This base is one of the enemy's traps. Need that health up there very badly. We're gonna work towards that. I don't know how many fake bases there are. Info. Drink while this animation plays. Not as good as the apple. You know, I played percussion in high school, and including melodics. I would learn trumpet to play this music because, like, man, it's good. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up some of those then, because man, I bet they look so fucking cool. I know I've seen ones like I've seen a lot of people do some of the Tau, not the big suits, but some of their smaller, like the smaller suits that they have as Power Rangers, and then I've seen people do some Space Marines as as all the different people from Red versus Blue. So I'll definitely have to look up look up kaiju kit bashes for Kieran and Mom. I bet those look cool. cutscenes are such a waste of time. I can find the mother UFO. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. I don't know the crew one. I know like the crew's whole thing, but I don't know what a Narloss is. I'll have to look that up. I know like the orcs have all the squigosaurs. God. I didn't know that you did 40k views. That's pretty cool. Oh, I bet that was. I'm gonna have to look that up too. That's cool. I have not actually seen Gurren Lagann yet. I think that's on our list. I know. What's the other? The Angel. Evangelion. We're definitely gonna be watching that at some point. I would like a they call him now. I gotta remember. Hang on. Oh, sweet. Energy capsule. Oh, hell yeah. They changed their name with this new, or the one right before. It's, they're like space elves. What they're called now. Either way, they have these things called sorry, I got distracted by the stuff in the game. Oh my god, my mind is blanking so fucking hard. I am so sorry. Wraithbone constructs. That's what it is. And that'd be really cool as some Evangelion mech there, because they're very round and like biological. It's like that'd be cool as some Evangelion mech. Whatever the fuck they're called, I can't remember right now. I am so sorry. I am blanking out so hard. Yep, strap. This is one of the enemy strap. Yeah. Health. I don't like this stage, guys. Let me just absolutely wreck Japan's infrastructure while I'm looking for this base. But specifically with the Wraith thing, they have a Wraith Knight, and it's this massive model. Like all the joints are actually like posable and shit, which is badass. Like painting that up in like purple and red like they do in Neon Genesis Evangelion, I think would look real. Also one of my favorite models in the game. Both just the way it looks and then also lore-wise. Eldar. They named them something beyond that because you have Eldar and Dark Eldar, and then they combine them under one name. And it starts with an A. Either way. Because so they have this called like the spirit conduit or something, that when they die, their spirit enters into Wraithbone that makes up their like ships and stuff, and then it can inhabit these Wraithbone constructs to help them fight and do stuff like that. Well, the Wraith Knights are so large that it can only be piloted by twins. So one of the twins has to die and go into the spirit conduit, and then the other twin has to be living and to pilot this thing. which is kind of cool and kind of sucks for them, but like pretty fucking cool, like lore wise. Where the fuck am I on the map? Go down. I'm gonna go around this lake. It's gonna slow me down a lot if I try to go through. I actually don't know if this would be trumpet. That'd be the or trombone. Eldari, that's what it is. Oh, that's cool. I love seeing magnetized models. I would like to get into Warhammer, but it's so expensive. And like I looked it up one time, and you're spending like just to get started at like I know they have a skirmish level game. I don't remember what it's called. Like Deathwatch. And I've never tried that. But Warhammer 40k proper, to get the models you need to play like the base level game and like the rule books and stuff, you're spending like a couple $100. And that's to play like at lower levels. Which really sucks. That they've priced it out like that. But some of the models are pretty nice. Like you have a lot of the Eldari models, especially like the Wraithbone constructs. I really like the Tyranid models. Some of the Space Wolves models, I'm not big on most Space Marine models. They're too like boxy. Which I'll have to come back to that in a moment. But like I really like Adeptus Mechanicus. I mean, some orc models are pretty cool. I actually prefer the fantasy orcs over this way. Here, get some health, and then go through that mountain base, and then I think that other orange spot is another ship, which will stop the UFOs spawning in. Make this a lot easier. But it just sucks that Warhammer is so expensive. I would like to play it, but I found other games that I prefer now. Thanks for rescuing me. They wanted our data on Godzilla's cells. Just like me, they were interested in fusing cells between monsters, especially between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. Thanks to your quick rescue, I got away without their finding out the secret of Godzilla's cells. There seems to be energy stored here too. Let's refill Godzilla. Hell yeah. My god. I can't imagine. Even buying them secondhand, I've seen like some people. Ooh, it's Violenta, yay! Like even secondhand, there's like some models are like people price them so fucking high. And like I understand why, because like if I spent $70 on a single model, I would also charge like $50 to sell it to someone. Nice. I've never been big on Gene Stealer cults. There's a couple model like sculpts they've done recently that I really like. But I've never been super big on the Gene Stealer cult. What's the other one? Oh, demons. I like demons. Cast Space Marines, depending. Like I like the Death Watch, and I like the World Eaters. But besides that, I'm not too big on anything else. But with the Space Marine, I gotta talk about their shit. Because, man, they really are just in boxes, running around. Boxes with tires. And, yeah. And that's most war games will take 4 or 5 hours. But then especially the ones where you have between 50 and 100 models per player, depending on the army, of course. It could take so long, but it's fun. I have played a couple games years ago. This is like 3rd edition. Like it is a good time. You get some good people hanging out. Get down here. I will say the ones that I've found, I actually enjoy skirmish level games. Like there's one that I really like called a Malifaux. I really like Guild Ball. I really like, which has recently. I know the company stopped producing them for a minute, and then the actually fan base kept it alive for a couple years before they started doing stuff with it again, which is awesome. And they're actually working really closely with some of the people that kept it up and running to make new models, which is really cool because there was a couple fan made models that people, and they're making them into actual characters within Guild Ball, which is really cool. And then I've tried. They just call it War Machine now, but it used to be 2 games. It's War Machine, so people call it War Horde. I tried that, and that's pretty fun. And then what is the other one? Guild Ball. I think that's it. That's all the ones I tried. Oh, the robot thing. So when I was a youngin, I really liked and preferred organic looking robots. And I still kind of do. Where is this? Gotta go like way up. Okay. But I have much more of a appreciation for the more classic robot looks. Get back here. Okay, cool. Motherfucker. But the Space Marine robots just don't do it for me. Like I was never into what's it called? Gundam. Biolate's acid sap attacks is extremely powerful. We should fight defensively. Also, there's a danger of body strikes just bouncing back into. It's like, yeah, it's like I was saying with different attacks. So all the head, like headbutt and tail attacks won't work against Biolante. Only the energy beam. But I need to go back and try watching First Destroy the 2 Feelers, where you can't get close to Biolante. Okay. I need to go back and try Gundam. Like honestly, because I didn't watch it as a kid, and like I said, I have a much higher appreciation of that style of robot, of that style of mech now. But I do still prefer like organic looking stuff. Like I love insectile stuff, which is why I like the NIDs. But specifically humanoid beetle looking stuff is my jam. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Shit. Shouldn't have done it. Well. Yeah. Okay. Right, like the Space Marines, like people call them Smurfs, and they call them Smurfs for good reasons. There's very few really good looking, I feel, really good looking Space Marine models. I have Healy. Full Healy? Yes. And I can actually get the good attack. And they just ride around in these fucking boxes. And I feel so sad for the not the Terminators, because there's one they have a robot thing, god damn it, that is literally just a walking sarcophagus. And every time, like, I don't read the books, but I've read, like, seen some of the lore tossed around, seen stuff like out of it, the games and shit. And it's so fucking sad because these guys live for thousands of years inside this thing. Bruh. And all they want to do is die. Like, they get driven insane because they're in such constant pain. And they're on so many stimulants. Because they're just on the constant verge of death. Like, that's their whole thing. And then they also have shit-looking models. Like, come on. You can't do that to someone. There is a Space Wolf specific one, though, that I like that looks real cool. But the regular ones I do not like. Yes. That I have to do. CPO says, what are some of your favorite models for Warhammer, then? Both 40k and fantasy, if you like both of them, if you don't mind me asking. I love Biolante's sprite in this, though. It looks so fucking cool. I'll check that out. I know there was one that I watched that was like a Gundam series that I watched that was that I actually did enjoy. We're like, oh, this is not good info. Oh, the tail works. Okay, cool. That were like little chibi dudes. I liked those ones. But the regular Gundam I just wasn't into. Oh, cool thing about Biolante. Biolante is Godzilla. So the scientist Vine, his daughter died, I think, of cancer. And so he took Godzilla's cells, plant cells, and his daughter's cells and combined them. And they turned into Biolante. They ended up becoming Biolante. Which after Godzilla fights it, beats it, I don't know how this worked, but some of the cells like float up into space or some shit and end up in like a black hole or something, and they actually regenerate and become Space Godzilla. And so then later on, it's like you have Space Godzilla on Earth fighting Godzilla, and it's of course humans' fault because surprise. Which I feel like Godzilla is pretty much about environmentalism as a whole. I mean, look at how, you know, it comes around and everything. I might not survive this. I might have to leave back. But I know there's some energy stations nearby. There. Demon cults. You can with the orcs. You can go so customizable, and the Gene Stealer cults. You can go really, because it's like they have just shit they've stolen from other people. Same thing with NIDS, honestly, because where there's a lot of people doing some stuff with NIDS. So it makes sense because of what their whole thing is. As far as fantasy, oh, which one was it? I actually like the orcs from fantasy more than I do from 40k. I think they're a lot cooler. I like that they just have a dude riding around on a dragon, which is badass. I think the other ones. It's been a while since I looked at the fantasy model. Again, all the demons are kind of cool, but specifically Nurgle and Korn are my favorite, like, related ones. The vampires are okay. I'm not into some of their models, but they're all right. Oof, I have to come again. I have to. It's going to kill me. Ah. Yeah, dude. Let's go pick up a couple more items along the way and hope for the best. Stop, sir. Oh yeah, like especially with the Gene Stealer cults, it's very Mad Max. I feel because it's like you get the like you have the trucks from the orcs, and they're just like kit bashes in and of themselves, but then it's like you have these trucks that the Gene Stealer cults get that I feel, while the orcs, yeah, it's cool, they built their own thing, and it's like I feel just the ones that the Gene Stealer cults are so much more Mad Max, just because of like the semi-industrialization of it all. But I also haven't seen Mad Max, so take my opinions with a grain of salt. Doing this mic. Good, that's good. Good. Stop shooting. Need to get it. Well for me. They do the high. I like the Sylvaneth. I think are really fucking cool. That's I couldn't remember that, but like they got one chick riding around a giant beetle, big tree looking motherfuckers. It's fucking cool. I'm into plant monster. I really am. Like plant and fungus monsters are some of my favorite shit, which is why Biolante is one of my favorite kaiju. Like in fact, when I first heard of Warhammer 40k and heard of the mid, one of the things I really badly wanted to do was I would have to make a bunch of completely custom models, but I wanted to make them look like they had went to this plant world and consumed a bunch of plant biomass. They're just like rocks all stuck together. I thought that'd be fucking. Now I just want to paint them like they're Phyrexians, specifically white Phyrexia, because it has like porcelain plating armor and shit. Cool, and I would love to have a custom model that looks like this one, or Axa, or just similar to it. Doesn't I don't think I'd want specifically Ilishorn or Axa, but something similar. Look really I really like, they just released, it's sometime last year, new sculpts for the Biovores and Pyrovores, and oh my, look so much. I already liked the Biovore anyway, but now they look like these crab monsters, and it's so fucking cool. Holy shit. Speaking of favorite models though, it's such a shame because in Malifaux, my absolute favorite model is in a keyword, since it runs off of keywords that I won't play. I don't like the other models in the keyword, specifically like the rank and file creatures. It's called amalgamation is the keyword, but the model's name is Ashes and Dust. It's called Ashes and Dust, and so it starts out as this like humanoid tornado thing with like it's got like bone spikes and like a skull on it and shit, and it's just a really good tanky model. It looks really fucking cool. And then when it dies, it actually splits up into two models. So it splits into the Ashen Core, which is this little pillar with a skull on top of it. So fucking cool. And it can't move. It has some like support things, but like it's not, it's very easy to get rid of. And then it spawns in where you kill Ashes and Dust. and then Dust Storm spawns in on a table edge. And then if you are able to get them to each other without them dying, you can take an action to resummon and re-get Ashes and Dust, which is really fucking cool, and I love that. And also just the look of the models. Also just the look of the models just look awesome. So fucking cool. I don't know the lore behind the character, unfortunately, if there is lore, because it's like a named character, but it's not. But that's because all the models are technically named characters. I don't think I got it. But there's another model that is similar. It looks different. It's called the Coryphe. It's from a different faction. And you can have two Coryphe that will combine into a Coryphe duet because they're performers, right? The dancers. Come on, yes. And you can like split them up and combine them as much times as you want until one of them dies, which is really. And then I think there's a couple other ones, like you get these little elemental dudes called Gammon that can combine into one larger elemental, but they don't break apart really that. Yeah, I'll take it. There's a couple other characters that really stand out that I like, both the model and what it does. But Ashes and Dust are my absolute favorite model in the entire game, both mechanically and like how it looks. It's just so fucking. I like there's one I really enjoy. It's called Tony Ironsides, and she's like this brawler character in a faction just filled with casters, which is kind of cool in and of itself. But because of what Malifaux is, because it's like an alternate history, the story of Malifaux takes place in an alternate history Earth, and it takes place in an alternate dimension to Earth called Malifaux. And Tony Ironsides was like one of the big makers within the Arcanus, and the U.S. government actually made a deal with her, because she is the daughter of escaped slaves, to free the slaves in return for her turning in the boss of the Arcanists. So like that's kind of cool, kind of fucked up, but it's kind of cool. And she has a mechanic that I really like called a journal. Like I wish there was more games with something similar to it. And then there's in the Resurrectionists. They're called Gaki. They're literally just mouths with arms. Because there's this keyword that's called Urami, and it uses a lot of like Japanese lore and stuff like that. And so in the Japanese lore, these things they eat trash. They are these little spirits that just eat whatever. Yes. Okay, good. That's a tough fight, actually. But in Malifaux, they're just like these. They're a bunch of bandages with arms and a big ass mouth, and they're so fucking cute. And then there's Reva Cortinus, is a pretty cool model, and then mechanically she can so within the game you have corpses, like corpse markers, that if it's a living thing it drops corpse marker. She has a thing where she can actually cause her attacks to draw line of sight from corpse markers that are nearby. And she can also just make mobile ones and stuff like that. I meant to tell you before I was captured, but about King Ghidorah's cells, isn't it? Right. I found that King Ghidorah's cells can store huge amounts of energy. I was working on fusing Godzilla's cells and Ghidorah's cells to increase Godzilla's power. Does that mean Godzilla could become even more powerful? More powerful monsters will appear. To defeat them, we have to make Godzilla even stronger too. I tried injecting cells we took from Ghidorah into Godzilla. Any moment now, the nucleus will cause a reaction. Look, Godzilla's cells. The energy gauge is increasing. Oh, sweet, more health. Oh yeah. Trying to think. Like, there's Castor. He's fucking cool. He just looks really cool. Like, I definitely suggest if you're into like wargaming and check out Malifaux. It's got some really cool models. Mechanically, it's really fun. Like, my favorite thing about it is that instead of dice, as much as I love rolling dice, it uses cards for its. I forgot to read that. Secret of King Ghidorah cells. I think there are more secrets to these cells. Let's study them a while longer. Instead of dice, it uses, you flip cards off of a deck of cards to as its resolution mechanic. But then also you have a hand of cards called a hand of fate that you can cheat fate with, so you get to replace the cards you flip with a card from your hand. So it's kind of got a pokery thing going on as well. It's really cool. Enemy aliens have invaded into the Tokyo Yokohama era. They have moved our battle headquarters shelter under the diet and are fighting from there. The city is filled with enemy tanks and missiles. Carefully. Batra is running wild in the Yokohama Bay area. Hurry. Batra is flying around the bay bridges in area 4B. Because even just to get into it, it would only take, I think a box, like they have some cheaper ones that kind of get you started in a faction, and it's like some, they call them henchmen, because you've got like different levels of body strikes and tail attacks. Trying to think of what I need to say here. One moment. Oh, that's so. Since it goes by keyword, these are their own keywords and can be smaller games. And it totally sounds like they're sponsoring me and I'm trying to advertise. I'm not. It's just a really fun game. Definitely check it out. They have an app that they use, and it's free. You don't got to pay for the rules or to look at the character cards or anything. Really cool. But they get you started in a faction, and they give you some versatile models that anyone can hire. But then they also work like with each other. And I think the boxes for Malifaux are like between 40 and 60 bucks. And that's it. You get one of those, you have a deck of cards, and good to play. That's all you need. And it's really nice to have a cheaper model-based game out there. So like definitely check it out at least. Because aesthetically it's like spaghetti western. Just that one. Like spaghetti western mixed with eldritch horror mixed with like steampunk. Because you have like zombie prostitutes and actual eldritch horrors, tentacles and all. And then you've got like cowboys, desperado type character. Really cool. Really don't like these tanks. They're annoying. Stop shooting me. I'm trying to help you. Way down here. Making my way downtown. Rock. Okay. Oh shit. Drop my controller. So I currently have one of the Walmart brand like clear American drink, white grape. It just tastes like actors at the beverages. That I want items for fighting. It tastes like all the other really generic grape flavored shit. And I don't need that. which is a shame because it's labeled as white grape and it doesn't taste like white grapes. It's not necessarily bad. Like if you're into like the candy grape, oh shit, oh yeah, if you like the candy grape flavor, like it's not bad, but like it's not as advertised. Now the apple one's really good. Peach is pretty good too. I don't need this. Why do you put this in places I don't need it? Yeah, it just can't do shit now. Gosh. 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 Also, each of the keywords, and I know I'm going on about this, but I really like Malifaux. Sorry. Like each guild, each faction is like aesthetically similar with some similar mechanics within the faction. Like Resurrectionists, surprise, zombies. The Arcanists, they're all like caster type characters. What's this? Bayou, they're these little gremlin dudes that live out in the swamp. I already have that. The Ten Thunders is like the Yakuza. It's like a fantasy Yakuza. And they all have like similar flavors within factions, but each keyword is very mechanically unique, even within the factions, and it's really cool. How these different mechanics fit all within the same design space. So glad I'm fighting this now to get rid of these things. Like, okay, let's the Arcanist. So you have Rasputina, and her keyword is December, and she's an Ice Witch. Surprise. And so all the December characters deal with like slowing down the other character, like the enemy characters, and they make these markers that they're able to do stuff with because they're like ice pillars. And then you have another one. His name is Marcus, and his keyword is Chimera. So he works a lot with like beasts, and specifically what he does is he has a bunch of upgrades that he's able to hand out to let his people like different things, like they're evolving and stuff like that. It's really cool. Get out here. And then you have other one like you have Tony Ironsides with the MNSU, the Minor Steam Fitter, and so it's just like regular fucking people that have like some of them have like steampunk enhancements where they've like lost limbs and shit. You know, so it's like they're all like thematically they have like a vibe going, but ultimately within the keywords they end up being very unique in how they work and how they want to achieve the different objectives. Like even in like Resurrections, like one of my favorite keywords honestly is Irami. I don't remember battle here, but I don't remember the name of the leader of the Irami. But their whole thing is that they are about revenge, and so they have a special mechanic that whenever something does damage to them, they deal a little bit back to them, and it's really cool. And then you have Raver Cortinus with the Revenants, and so what her thing is that she can make these funeral pyres because she's like a protector of the undead and of the spirit. That all of her people, that whenever they run into these funeral pyres and get lit on fire, the spirits within protect them, and so they get a thing called shielded that will help mitigate damage dealt. And they're actually a lot of living people because she just helps out like the downtrodden, like that, including intelligent undead. And then you've got like experimental, which are all think like alchemical zombies. and so they deal with poison. Like, and so if they get poisoned, they heal and they give up poison and all that stuff. And so it's just like, it makes you want to build around the keyword, and all the different keywords really are mechanically unique, to an extent. That's really cool, because like you get stuff like, say, Warhammer, and it's like, yeah, you have different factions of Space Marine, have different like you get different bonuses and different abilities. Faction Space Marine, same thing with Tyranids, you get different stuff depending on what hive fleet you choose. But they're still all, let's see, Petra is quite agile, he can dodge anything. Beauty Hyper Fire Breath. Winning is how high we. Okay. Like the Space Marines are all Space Marines. The Tyranids, like, even if you choose a different hive fleet, it's like they're still Tyranids. And in something like Malifaux, like, I need to do the big one. Okay. Like the Resurrectionists, like there's a lot of undead going around, but within the different keywords and stuff, they're vastly different to each other. And I like that. I like thematic shit like that. It's really cool. Like to the point where there's very few groups, like the keywords, the different subgroups in Malifaux that I don't would, like if you put them in a randomizer and said, here, you're playing this, I'd be totally cool with it. Outside of like 3. Couldn't get a good one. Thatcher looks really cool in this too. All of them look really good. I like them. I like them all. They're all my favorites. I really wish Destroyer was in this. It would look really cool. Look up. Down here so I can hit you. Yes. Eh. I wonder if, I don't remember if Mothra is it. It'd be pretty cool if it was. Best. Better than him hitting me. I have peanut butter cookies here that I forgot about. Oh hell yeah. A hit. A palpable hit. Damn. I was hoping we got it through. Did not. Back the fuck. Nope. Don't dodge it. Damn. Alright, motherfucker, get out. Stop flying off screen. Can't hit you up there. I have. I was reading something else when I was looking up Batra. And I wish I remembered what it was. What I saw it. Not about this fight specifically, but about Batra as a kaiju. Oh, some people refer to Batra as Battle Mothra, and that's fucking great. Love it. Come on, come on. I wish there were some more older games with a similar fight mechanic, because I do actually enjoy this. Like, it is frustrating sometimes because it's like a roulette and you gotta hope for the best. But like, it's cool. Like, I like the whole like You gotta hit them and then do something to try to get a good attack out of it. Like, pretty cool. I like it. And it'd be cool if there were some other older games with a similar mechanic, but that I know of. Attack me. Down here. Stop flying. Here we go. Yes. I don't think this will kill it though. No. Okay, one more hit should get it. Down here. Yes, got this. Oh. There it is. What the fuck? All right. We did it, but another one still seems to exist at Yamashita Park. That Bactro is still is about to hatch right now. Let's get over there right away. Yamashita Park is in Area 4A. If Godzilla moves through the ocean, the enemy cannot attack him, but he moves slowly. And may not make it on time. Okay. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. I have to go back up and around. So if I go through the water, I'm assuming it hatches into another batch. My assumption. Okay. Yeah, it's like directly across. I gotta go back there. Man, I want to destroy the buildings. I lose points for that. Oh. Yeah, let's just go this way. Only one square of water. About time item. Item will be sweet. Also, I do want to point out, I love that the health gauge just looks like DNA. Fucking great, and I adore it. Bring energy to Godzilla. If anyone does feel like speaking, what are some other like war and tiny of yeah, I already got that. Like war and like skirmish level game. Like, cause I'm always looking for new. Like like I tried Monster Apocalypse. Fucking cool. I love playing as a kaiju. It has some monsters. Surprise. My favorite ones are the bugs. So I tried Monpoc. Um Moonstone is really cool. Moonstone has some cool models. And again, it has a card-based resolution mechanic. It's a little goofy though with how it works. Cards. But also a solid game. Pretty easy to pick up because the win condition is really easy. But like aesthetically, it's like fairy tale shit, and it's real cool. So I would suggest checking that out too. There's a thing on Tabletop Simulator, actually, where you can play Moonstone if you ever want to try it out. I have the items as I carry. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Oh, getting there. Okay, cool. Good, 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 good. Get this other one. And right into a building. And then, of course, Guild Ball is really cool. It's very low fantasy. Oh, it's cute! You seem to be on time. Destroy the cocoon quickly. Oh, I'm just like, fuck this shit. Okay, cool. Like, it's... There's not a lot of, like, magic spells flying around and shit like that. And also has a really simple win condition. It's just first to X amount of points with a couple different ways, but the Guild Ball is pretty good. Onpak, Moonstone. Oh, Marvel Crisis Protocol is really fun. Got some really good models too. Can't think of any other ones. I know there's more out there. Seems to be no more of Vatra's Cocoon. I just cannot think what they are. I love models, I love miniatures, and I love looking into the games that use them. King Godzilla on land from Tokyo Bay. The monster attacking Tokyo is King Ghidorah. What? But we already destroyed King Ghidorah. There's a message from the professor. You're all okay. The damage at the research center is severe, but first, look at this. They collected the injured body and head of King Ghidorah and brought it back to life as Mecha King. Even if we have increased Godzilla's power, can he... who is an even stronger version of King Ghidorah? They must be about even strength, but that doesn't mean we can't win with your fighting tech. How? Our experiments show if we give a huge amount of energy to Godzilla's cell, King Ghidorah's cell, this creates a powerful reaction on the cellular level. If we actually do this in Godzilla's body, we could do it among the Tokyo resupply points. The 3 marked S are special energy. If we give all that energy to Godzilla, he may change to make Godzilla greater than Godzilla. Super Godzilla. How many times can we say Godzilla in a single thing? Super Godzilla? Super Godzilla! But right now, the aliens are trying to destroy Tokyo. If that happens, Japan, no matter what you do, hold the destruction of Tokyo to no more than 50. You have to decide whether to go right to Mecha King Ghidorah or to pick up the special energy first. Mecha King Ghidorah is running wild in Area 4B. Good luck. So I'm actually going to pause this real quick. I am going to go straight to Mecha. Because we have a couple extra lives, so if I die, I die. And we try again, and we become Super Godzilla. Stop shooting. So we're going to go straight for Mecha King Ghidorah. See how that works out. Hopefully it's not too bad. Maybe we'll beat it on the first time. Hopefully we'll beat it on the first time. If these tanks, man, would just not, that'd be great. Go away. My God. Okay. Oh, UFO. Didn't think I'd hit it, honestly. I actually missed it. I'm gonna look at it after this fight. I wonder if there's a thing that shows me the destruction percentage of Tokyo. Like, I know it tells me because of the last time I played. They decide to tell me or not. Control waves don't reach further. Okay. 5%. Right into a building. Shit. I'll take that. Oh my God, 3 of them? Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here. Go over here and get some health. Yeah. Slurp it up. Introduced to Godzilla. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's a 10%. That's my fault. Up again. Here. Oh, oh, UFO. Trying to think of other like miniature games. Like I know Trench Crusade just came out. I actually found the art for that a couple years ago. It was really cool seeing it actually become realized into a game. I have not tried it. I have looked at the rules, and as much as I love how it looks, I don't think I'm into it, like mechanically. But the models and some of the custom models people are coming up with, since they don't have like a release of all the models yet, they're pretty fucking cool. Like, I'm trapped here. Okay, well, I'm gonna destroy a building. Sucks. It's hard to explain kind of aesthetically. It's very much like it's the Crusades taken to like the next level, right? And they really did just make this almost impossible to get at least less than 50%. Like, because it's very, very gory, very dark. Because the whole premise is that I don't know the timeline of when it happened, but heaven and hell exist, and a portal to hell opened up, and now it's just. If you've ever listened to, what podcast is it? It's like the something archives. I can't remember what it is. The very end of that, spoiler, they talk about how these primal beings that are like the different fears and different emotions kind of take over, and it gets all fucky. It's like that. If you've ever listened to them, listen to the Magnus archives. That's what it is. It's like if you listen to that and think about how they're describing the world being, it's like that. I don't want to destroy buildings. I really want to keep. I don't think I'm going to be able to. That sucks. Okay. Take out these two tanks. Yeah. I'm not going to make it less than 50, I don't think. Go down without. This way. But like, you got these things called stigmatic nuns, which are just bleeding all the time, and they're like assassins and shit. You've got sin eaters, which are these dudes in like really heavy steampunk armor, and you'll get these guys that are like penitents that are on their shield. Yeah, Magnus Archives. That are on their shields. That they literally use as a body shield. And these guys do this willingly because it's like take like religious fanaticism and crank it up like to the point where they are creating clones of Jesus Christ, calling them Christ, and using their flesh as a drug. Like the lore for I don't remember the name now. The miniature game I was just talking about that I can't remember the name right now. The lore is fucking ridiculous. It's insane. going with that actually, back to like robot stuff, and when I was talking about how like the more like organic versus more traditional looks of robots. War Machine has some really cool looking. They call them warjacks, and 100% my favorite ones are the protector of Enoth, I think it is, and Toth, something like that. Because they're so fucking cool. Like they're very like giant suits of armor, and it's really fucking cool. And then there's also like there's a faction called Carador or Cariador, and it's definitely like that stereotypical fantasy Russian where resources are low, so like they have to reuse stuff, and so like their shit's like really bulked up with steel plating and all that shit. Godzilla gives an attack posture. King Ghidorah detects this with the and unleashes this. Once Godzilla's attack window is open, attack as fast as possible. Oh my god. Oh, that looks cool. But like their shit's like really bulky and really big, and like, and I really love it. I really love it. Hey, why am I moving so slow? Might have been a mistake. I should have gone and became Super Godzilla. It's a shame that I didn't. I'm actually going to. No, you can't hurt me now, motherfucker. What the fuck? I forget what I was saying. I know I was talking about the Carador, or whatever. Oh, also, like so Hordes is like the animal version, and they've got some cool shit too. Why am I moving so slow? I did read about this. So the first time I played through this, not as a child, recently, I did become Super Godzilla first. This was my, but apparently it makes the last fight harder. So I figured I would try this out, and it's pretty tough. Tough one. Oh my god! Stop, please. I love his middle head. It's so doofy. Okay, yeah, no, I can off on the. God damn it. Oof. Good. A little bit. Bullshit. Damn it. I just noticed his little ears. I forgot that old. Headbutt you or tackle you? Wham! Okay, it's get a good one. Watch this peanut butter cookie. Motherfucker. I'm definitely thinking, I think I'm just going to play this out until I die, instead of escaping and trying to find all the... This... Old games cheat, guys. Crap. Maybe we'll get a good one off of this. Yes. This might kill me. Oh, okay. Fuck. Okay. Actually, I might try one more time. Out. But I think saving that for the would be really cool, both just to make it easier, and 2 for the stream. Wow. Ah. Oh. Damn. Okay, let's try this again. I got. That's actually pretty. Oh shit. Keeps me here. Nice. Hell yeah. And. Yes. I like that it keeps me here instead of starting the level. Might have a chance of this now because I'm at full health. But I don't have any items. Other. No, you don't get to hit me. I'm hitting you. My turn. I get to bully you this time. King Ghidorah. I didn't vote for you. Some woman in the middle of the lake handing out swords is no way to run a government. Nope. Now giant kaiju battles to determine who's the ruler. That's a way to run a government. Ow. God, sprites look so cool. I really do love this game. This is probably, like, thinking back to my childhood, like, I've got a lot of, like, oh, that was my favorite game to play. That was my, like, this is just a cool game. Bitch. Oh. Maybe it does those things. I was blocking. I don't know if that actually matters. No, I don't think it does. I'm gonna just play like some fighting games. Bloody Roar. Play some stun. Learn how to actually combo grapple. But we're gonna play this through our continues. What I'm gonna do. Fuck. Right next to him. Oof. Looking good. Okay. There. Oh, I want to hit him. Thank you. Shit. What is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? All right. Yeah. Yes, continue. This again. This is a hard fight. Okay, so it does 86 damage. That does. Single one does a number. I can't math at the moment, sorry. Okay. Let's get a random one. Hope for the best. Come on now. Well, that was not. No. Oh. Man. Did it heal when it did that to me? That. At least it's some damage. Oh boy. Really hope this is worth it if we find a boss. 68, alright. Oh. Fuck. This is only 2 this time. Okay. No, you're not bum rushing me when I'm doing. Go the fuck away. You can fuck off right now, like a King Ghidorah. Ooh, maybe I'll play some Godzilla Destroy Monsters today. That'd be fun. I think Weirs isn't that. Get to roll around. No. Fuck. It's only 1 this time. Deal with that. Can we deal with that? Yeah, we can deal with that. Yep, I'll take a random. So that way he doesn't get a chance to attack me back. Bang. Alright, one more good hit. Good hit. Mother. Bruh. Think this'll do it. Come on. Please do the 80 some odd damage needed to kill this thing. Fuck. Okay, only 1. Come on. Still have 100? Okay. Yep, nope. Taking it. It'll die by my tail. Godzilla used Tail Whip, and it worked. Yes, I'm aware. I'm pretty sure Tail Whip in Pokemon is like a debuff? I don't remember. Yeah! Defeat Mechagodzilla without Super Godzilla. Oh yeah. Achievements all around. What time is it? 10 minutes. Okay, let's see if we can plus it. Oof. Not a good score. Good work. We're okay for now. What? Something is approaching very fast. There's still an enemy left? Enemy more powerful than Mecha King Ghidorah? The fuck is that? Incredible energy body. This is our ultimate weapon, Bagon. Oh yeah, Bagon was actually made for this game, which is kind of cool. You're about to learn the hard way just how powerful Bagon is. I know I said like I beat this a couple weeks ago. Like I remember beating it, and I remember this thing but I don't remember this thing. I don't like that it's pulsating. In one instant, the city was destroyed. We hadn't planned on Godzilla becoming this strong, but he cannot defeat Vagon. Now we are going to attack the Diet? Where your battle headquarters is. That will be the end of you. If you think you can defeat Vagon, you're welcome to come. Challenge accepted. Really battle that monstrosity with Gun. The only way to defeat Vagon is to transform Godzilla into Super Godzilla. You can see how the city is being destroyed. It is hard for us to get. Don't worry, we have just completed the Super Energy Bank. Research lab was developing. Super high energy output should transform Godzilla into Super Godzilla right away. Super Godzilla should be a match for that super energy body bag. Go quickly to pick up the energy bank. The research lab is in area 3. Okay. First of all, if the city is destroyed, why are they still building? Those shouldn't be there anymore. Need to Godzilla. Oh shit. It really just said, I'm gonna cure all of you. Where are we at? And he said it's in 3B. Gotta go down. Vagon is more powerful than any monster before. Dawdle, he'll attack you right away. Well, how he'll attack you. Watch out. Godzilla, the hero we need. You know, I wish there was. I know. I feel like they touch it in some comics. I wish there was a manga or just a comic series that dealt with the aftermath of these superhero and kaiju fights. Like, I know they did it on like Agents of Shield, and like they touched on it in some of the actual movies. But like, just a superhero cleanup force where they go through cleaning up all like the radioactive and like fucked up material left over after, like, I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. I'd like to see that. I'm going for the orange thing that was. I think that's what it. There's Bagon. Why is the music picked up so much? What the fuck is this? Is it regular? It is. And the music was different. I breathe on you. Rah. Wonder if he can just, because I know obviously he can just, right? Where I wanted to go. Go through the building. I didn't want to, but here we are. I really love the music of the game. Thank you for coming. Let's give the super energy bank to Godzilla right away. Epilepsy warning. Holy shit. Aw, shit. Eat thick, boy. Oh shit, there is one? Hell yeah! I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh, that's so cool. So interesting thing about this, I was talking about like Biollante and Space Godzilla. It's mean. Undoubtedly, Super Godzilla. We seem to have. Can't tell how much power the Super Godzilla has, but he is certainly much more powerful than any monster. Godzilla does not seem to be hurt at all when he crashes through buildings, or even when it hit by enemy missiles. Let's move forward quickly. Bagon is attacking the Diet building. Hurry. So I was talking how like Biollante, the cells go into space, like regenerate and turn into Space Godzilla. This was actually the inspiration for Space Godzilla. Was Super Godzilla. Like obviously there's like some differences, like it's more crystals, stuff like that. But this is where they got the idea for it, and I think that's fucking awesome. Godzilla seems different. After all, he's still no match for Bagon. Bagon? Bagon? Bagon. Something changed in the energy body. Look. I'm definitely gonna have to look into damage control then, because I love that that's a thing, and I would love to see more. This looks like Knife Head from Pacific Rim, but from that body, a monster is about to come out. That's right, we warped to Earth's ultra ancient past and brought the monster back here from the land of legend. On top of that, we added Godzilla's and King Ghidorah's cells to make the legendary monster back. The most powerful monster. What? Godzilla's and King Ghidorah's cells? That's right, Professor. Just like you, we have been quite interested in Godzilla's and King Ghidorah's cells. Let's see how often we could say that exact statement. Thanks to being able to use that same cell fusion that you tried out on Godzilla's body, our trump card Bagon is more powerful than ever. Oh my god. Okay. Right. It also kind of looks like the demon bull from Spawn. Ow, that hurt. Stop that. I know one thing. Wow. Couldn't do that before, and it makes fights so much easier. Oh my god, that looks so cool. It looks like a proper Tyranid. Kinda. Try releasing the controller, but yeah, I just did. I like this monster's design. It's pretty fucking cool. It's just used cut. Flash. Use flash. Back the fuck up. Ah. Energy tail. That looks so cool. Holy shit, that looks so fucking cool. Hell yeah. It reminds me, the head thing reminds me of, oh, there was that fucking like meme video someone made of the chest burster from Alien, where it's like running around the surgery room. That's exactly what that reminds me of. Let's see what happens. Oh, animation. I was just tackling it. Okay. Rawr. The animations for this are really cool too. Oh. Oh, hey, it's 7 o'clock. We're gonna finish this fight before the end of the stream. But thanks for joining me. while I played Super Godzilla. I need to get my wife her medication. After I wake her up, we're gonna finish this first. Wish that did more damage. Doesn't really do anything. Okay. That thing looks really cool. Yeah, I like it. Still looks a lot like Knifehead from Pacific Rim. Great movie, by the way. That one is really good too. If you like giant mechs, kaiju fights and shit, solid movies. For that, I guess. I think I have a health. Use that. Dun, 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 dun. Shit. Just taking a drink. That was a faster animation than I thought it would be. And stop bullying me. Bullshit. What I call that. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? There we go. Hopefully it's something good. Me? Nope. Fail. Man, that does not do a lot of damage. I really wish I could get like... Okay. Shit. I have to use another. Great. Let's put the healing and use it. Get probably nothing great. Yep. I need to get my fighting spirit up to get the better attacks, but man, he keeps pushing me back so far. What the fuck is that? Okay. That's just over 100. Shit. I used both my healing. I did. Didn't do much of anything. Fortunately. This ain't great. I don't know if I have any more content. This I could do. No! Fuck! Okay, if I have another continue, we're good. If I don't, this is it. The end. Oh, yes. Fuck yeah, okay. We got this. I can beat him. Got this. Whew. Okay, so they heal a little bit. Alright, cool. Like, I feel a little cheaty, but like, I earned those continues. Oh boy. Still think it's gonna be rough, even with the extra health, and this is gonna be rough. Feel it. Feel it in my bones. The tackle. That just looks like a football player getting ready to go. No, come on. Oh. On. Yes. Okay. I think this should be good. Pretty sure it does more than 20 damage. I haven't been paying attention. Yes. Hell yeah. Nonsense. Bagon can't be defeated. Well, fuck you, he is. Bitch. Yeah. And we beat it as Super Godzilla, and that screen looks so fucking cool. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, regardless, you do become Super Godzilla to fight Bagon. Just, it's whether you do it at the beginning of the fight or later. Whew. Ah. Now he's just regular Godzilla. The battle ended. And was fucking wrecked. The aliens who used monsters to attack our cities were shot down by the Super X. What the fuck is the Super X? I think that's who works with you, maybe? I don't know. It didn't mention the Super X anymore. At the end of his violent battle with Bagon, Godzilla's... It doesn't let me go past it. Operation Box was destroyed after we lost control over Godzilla. Godzilla instinctively returned to the sea. Huh? He's like, you know what? I'm done here. Fuck y'all. Is that the end of it all? The threat from space is gone, but when the most powerful monster in history, the monster of the monsters, Godzilla, awakes again from his sleep at the bottom of the deep sea, perhaps he will appear before us next time. Threat to humanity? Humanity. Hell yeah. It? Or no? Oh. All right. Well, that looks like the end of our game and also the end of my time with you. I want to thank everyone, whoever popped in, any lurkers, whatever. Thank you for joining me, Beelzus. Always nice to have you in stream. We beat it. Died a couple times. Did beat it. Don't know what I'm gonna play next time. I was expecting this to take at least 2. Figure something out. Everyone have a nice evening. Play some games, get some pizza, have a good time. And I will see y'all Tuesday, I believe, for... I don't think it's Zelda. I don't remember. I don't know my own schedule. Moira does all that. I don't remember what game's next, but Tuesday at 3 o'clock, 3 to 5, we're gonna be streaming again. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Suplex. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. So it was shot down by the suplex. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's like when in Final Fantasy you can suplex a train. Anyway, I need to get off here. It was great spending time with you guys. Have a nice evening. Have a nice night. Join us on Tuesday, 3 to 5 for a game. It might be Zelda. I don't remember. Our schedule is definitely around somewhere. Until next time. I know next Saturday is Stardew, and then the Saturday after that will be solo with Moira. I don't know what she's doing, but I won't be here. I'll probably still be in chat watching, but I won't be here. You won't know I'm here. See you guys later, and have fun out there.